Let us read the question. The argument above assumes which of the following? So this question is asking us to identify the assumption of the argument. Now let's read the argument. The government officials of a nation share its citizens' understanding regarding the rules that the government are obligated to honor in their action. Thus, when a nation deliberately ignores international law, the attitudes of even its government officials will become less favorable towards their government. Let's deconstruct this argument by identifying the conclusion and the evidence. Now, the evidence in this argument, it says that the government officials and the citizens have a same understanding regarding the rules the government are obligated to honor in their actions. Now we see a conclusion indicator word thus. What is the conclusion? If a nation ignores international law, the attitude of the government officials become less favorable towards their government. Now, an assumption is something that bridges the gap between the evidence and the conclusion. The evidence says that the officials and the citizens have the same understanding. The conclusion says when a nation is ignoring international law, the attitude of the government officials will become less favorable. So in other words, the author's conclusion is that the government official want the nation to follow international law. Now, the missing link between the evidence and the conclusion is what the citizens believe. If the government officials want the nation to operate international law, the citizens will also have the same opinion. So the assumption of the argument is something that would connect the evidence and the conclusion. In this argument, the missing link is what is the opinion of the citizens. Now, if we look at the conclusion, the attitude of the government officials is becoming less favorable if the nation ignores international law. In other words, the government officials want the nation to follow international law. Since the citizens also have the same opinion, the assumption of this argument should be that the citizens also want the nation to follow international law. We are looking for an answer choice that matches with this predicted answer. Let's move to the answer choices. Option A. People's understanding of the governmental obligations change from time to time. We are not concerned about the people's understanding. Our answer choice should talk about what the citizens feel regarding the international law. Option B. The citizens of a nation will respond favorably to the nation's attempt to extend its international power by legal means. Though this answer choice talks about the citizens, the argument is not concerned about international power. We are concerned about international law. So answer choice B is also out of scope. Option C. This answer choice can be eliminated because our answer choice that bridges the gap between the evidence and the conclusion should talk about the citizens but not about the officials. So we can also eliminate answer choice C as it is irrelevant. Option D. Each nation's citizens believe that the international law are among the rules by which government ought to operate. Option D, as we have predicted, talks about the citizens and has the same understanding as the government officials. The government officials want the nation to operate international law. The citizens also have the same opinion. They also want the nation to follow international law. So D matches with our prediction. Let's hold answer choice D. Let's move to option E. Comparison between elected government officials and appointed government officials is not within the author's line of reasoning, so we can straight away eliminate answer choice C, thus making D the right answer choice.